Hello student class 6, once again I am Sudi and welcome to my video, and in today's video I will show you what is equivalent fractions. So this is the chapter number 7 that we are continuing, and in the chapter number 7 we are having the last part of the chapter, that is equivalent fraction and the simplest form of the fractions. So first I will tell you what is equivalent fractions. So equivalent fraction is a fraction that when we these current fractions are the different fractions that they have same value. Value means when we change into its simplest form, then all will get the same as 2 by 3, 2 by 3 all. Okay, clear? So see, I will just show you what are the equivalent fraction of this fraction 2 by 3. So my dear student, you see here, when we multiply any number, for example, let us say 2, 5. Here also we will multiply 5. Then it becomes here 10 by 15. So 10 by 15 is equivalent fraction of 2 by 3. Understand? And next you see here again, let us think that in this 2 by 3 we multiply with 6. Okay, 6, then it becomes here 12 by 18. So 12 by 18 also equivalent fraction of 2 by 3. And again, let us say that in this 2 by 3 we multiply with 7 and 7. Then it become here 14 by 21. Okay. So you see here we get three different fractions: 10 by 15, 12 by 18, and 14 by 21. These are all the equivalent. These are all equivalent fraction of 2 by 3. So how we get the equivalent fraction is that in this fraction when we multiply with a number, okay, with a number again and again to the denominator and the numerator, we get a fraction. Isn't another fraction? That fraction is equivalent to 2 by 3. So why it is equivalent? I will tell you once again why it is equivalent, because you see in this fraction 10 by 15, if you divide by 2, if you divide by 5, okay, you get the same this 2 by 3. So once again, equivalent fractions. What is the equivalent fraction? Equivalent fractions are the fractions that have the same simplest form or the lowest form. See, all will get 2 by 3, 2 by 3. When you again divide by this number same. When you divide the fraction by the same number again, then you will get the 2 by 3, 2 by 3. Understand? So, see, once again, please try to understand what are equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions are the fractions which have the same value 2 by 3, 2 by 3. So, 10 by 15. 10 by 15 we can divide by a number that is 5. Isn't it? Both can divide by a number 5. If we divide again, we will get this 2 by 3. Here also same. If we divide 12 and 18 by 6 and 6 again, okay, 6. Divide 12 by 6, divide 12 by 6, then you will get again 2 by 3. So this all the fractions, 10 by 15 and 12 by 18 or 14 by 21, they are the equivalent fraction of 2 by 3, or they are all equivalent fractions. They are equivalent to one another. Okay, they are equivalent. Equivalent fraction of 10 by 15 is 12 by 18 or 14 by 20 or so on like this. When we multiply with a certain number again and again to the numerator and denominator, then we get that equivalent fraction. Isn't it? But 2 by 3 will not be changed. So these three fractions that we are getting here are the equivalent fraction of 2 by 3. Okay, this is the method to find out the equivalent fraction of the given fraction. Suppose if you ask to find out the 3 equivalent fractions or 4 equivalent fractions of the 2 by 3, then we have to multiply with a certain number there. Again and again, you see 5 again, and so when we multiply same number with the given fraction, we got its equivalent fraction. Once again, you see here, if we multiply a number, okay, again and again to the denominator and to the numerator, denominator of the given fraction, we get its equivalent fractions like this also. So we can find out number of equivalent fractions of a given fraction. If suppose if 5 by 7 is there, if you want to find out the equivalent fractions of the 5 by 7, so you just multiply a number to this. Let us multiply by 2 and 2 1. But once you multiply with a number, that same number have to multiply with the other number also in the fraction. For 4 you see here is multiplying by 2 to 5. 2 also was multiplying with 7. Then we are getting here 10 by 14. So 10 by 14 is the equivalent fraction of 5 by 7. Why 5 by 7? You see, again in this 2, 10 by 14, if you divide by 5, okay, sorry, if you divide by 2, you also divide by 2, then you are getting here the same 5 by 7. See, equivalent fraction is how we getting the same. Such fraction is called equivalent fraction. Okay, clear? Now we know that what is equivalent fraction, and now the next point is what is the lowest form. See, in this equivalent fractions, okay, see, here is 10 by 15. 10 by 15. Now if you divide by a number, let us say that 5. We can also divide by 5, isn't it? So when we divide the given fraction by a common factor, the common factor will be HCF. 5 is the HCF of 10 and 15. 5 is the HCF of 10 and 15. So once again, if the given fraction could be divided by a highest common factor by a HCF of these two numbers, okay, 5 divided by 5 divided by 5. Then we are getting here 2 by 3 here. Understand? And now again you see here 12 by 18 here. 12 also composite number equals to composite number, and we can take the HCF of these two numbers. So HCF of these two numbers is 6. So divide by 6 again 6. Isn't it? Then we are getting here 2 by 3, for example. Okay, clear? And you see here we can divide by 7. Here also divide by 7. Then we are getting here again 2 by 3. So all are getting 2 by 3, 2 by 3. So this number, these three fractions are the equivalent fractions of 2 by 3. And they are also equivalent to one another because they have the same value here, 2 by 3, 2 by 3, isn't it? And then what happened? You see these all forms. Okay, these all forms are called its simplest form. Simplest form. Okay, when you reduce these fractions or this number here in the fractions into a certain number, into a lowest term, and this lowest term is known as a simplest form or lowest form. Okay, clear? So this is called the simplest form of the fraction. So once again, please come to this point. See, if we multiply with a number to a given fraction, we get its equivalent. Once again, if we multiply by a number by a common number, common 5 should be a common, isn't it? By a common number, by common 5, we multiply here and we get the equivalent. If we multiply by a common number to a given fraction, we get the equivalent fraction. Again, if we divide by a common number to the given fraction, we get the simplest form. What is simplest form? If we divide the number in the fractions, denominator and the numerator, yes, numerator and denominator, if we divide by a common factor, then we get the simplest form. Okay, what is simplest form? You see a simplest form. See this here in this fraction 10 by 15, we can divide by 5. But after we dividing here, there are no any common factor again to divide 2 and 3. Isn't it? So where we cannot further divide by any number again, then it is the lowest form or the simplest form of the fraction. Okay, so these are the things I want to just explain to you before starting exercise 7.3. Okay, so in 7.3 we are going to deal about the equivalent fraction and its simplest form. Just there we have to take some common number to divide or to multiply them. Okay, so let us see what we do in exercise 7.3. Okay, and my dear students, 7.3 7.3 question number 1 and 2 are the diagram questions only. You have to see the diagrams, you have to look at the diagram and you have to tell that which are the equivalent fractions, which are the same fractions that you have to tell. 1 and 2 are very simple, you can just try yourself. So question number 1 and 2 of exercise 7.3. Okay. Now with this we will start exercise 7.3. Okay, so 7.3 question number 1 and question number 2, they are the diagrams. So in the diagram the answer is already given there, you have to just see and compare them. Try to compare them, try to draw the answers. That is about the equivalent fraction or surplus form only. So try yourself 1 and 2, okay? At home when you are studying, you should practice this question number 1 and 2 of exercise 7.3, and I will start the solving from the start from the question number 3. Okay. So my dear student, you see here we have question number A, B, C, D, E. So A, B, C, I'm looking for you. A, D, E, I'm showing for you. Okay. Now see here, we are going to find out what the number will be here. So the number here must be the equivalent fraction of 2 by 2. Equivalent fraction, how we get equivalent fraction? We get equivalent fraction by multiplying with a common number. Okay, not that here another number here. So let us try to find out the number here. So how we can find out the number here is that you see my dear student, what number we multiply so that it get here 8. What number we multiply here? What will we multiply with 2 here? So we get 8, that is 4, isn't it? Yes. So what happens once we multiply with 4 here, we get 8, isn't it? Then this 4 is also must be multiplied here, 7. And it is 7, 7 4s are how much? 7 4s are 28. So 28 is the number. Yes. Here we have to write 28. Okay. Yes. Next, number 3. See, 45 and 60. So what happened? My dear student, look here. Here we got 15 and how much that we got here. So here, my dear student, we have to see that how we get this 45 as 15. Okay, 45 as 15. Understand? So now you see here, if you divide by a number, if you divide by a number, you will get 15, isn't it? Yes. This 45, in this 45, if you divide by some number, okay, then you will get 15 here. So what is that number to divide here? You see. How we can find out the number to be divided? So what we have to do, take this 45 and divide by 15. Okay, so 15, 3. 15 3 is 45, yes, 3. So if you divide the number by 3, okay, you will get 15 here, isn't it? If you divide by 3, you will get 15 here. Then what will be the number to be divided? If you divide the first number or number here by 3, then here also must be divided by 3. If you divide here by 3, how much we get here? 3, 20. Isn't it? That means what is the number to add here? 20 is the number. Okay, like this, here also you see, here 18 by 24. And now here we get here 4. So by what number if you divide 24, you will get 4. Yes. Yeah, 6 4s are 24, isn't it? Yes, 6 4 is 24. If you divide 24 by 6, you will get here 4, isn't it? Yes, 6 4 is 24. So here this denominator is divided by 6, so numerator also must be divided by 6 and 9. We cannot change, isn't it? That means if you divide this 18 by 6, how much will you get? You will get 3. Isn't it? Yes. So 3 is the number to. So this is the number again. Isn't it? Yes. 4 is already here, 3 is missing here. So like this we can find out the missing number or the number in the box to be filled. Okay. So the remaining questions in number 1 you do yourself, try yourself. Okay, and now let's go to question number 2. Please note down this as your notes. Okay. Now next we will solve question number 4. In question number 4 it is asking that find the equivalent fraction equivalent fraction of 3 by 5 having number A having denominator 20 and number B numerator 9. So we have to take this 3 by 5. We have to take this 3 by 5, okay, and we have to write the fraction. We have to find out the fraction which is equivalent to this fraction having the fraction 20 as the denominator. That means, for example, you see here, just you see, okay, in the solution. Now we have to find out the other fraction which is equivalent with 3 by 5, but it must have the denominator as 20. Now you see here, what we multiply here to get 20 here? Yes, 4. 4, 5 is 20. This 4 is to multiply here, same again, isn't it? We have to multiply same number here in the denominator also, that is 4. So 3 4 is 12. Now we get finally the answer is 12 by 20. So 12 by 20 is the equivalent fraction of 3 by 5, which is having 20 as the denominator. Likewise, in B also, you see here, we'll take this 3 by 5. Okay, so we are going to find out the equivalent fraction of 3 by 5, whose numerator is 9. So what we have to do here, see, to get 9, we have to multiply with 3. 3 3 is 9, isn't it? This same 3 will be also multiplied here with the 5. And how much you get here? You get here as 15. So this is the fraction 9 by 15 is equivalent fraction of 3 by 5, whose numerator is 9. Like this, we can find out D and E also. Okay. Now let us go to the next question, question number 5. Question number 5 also same. I just read it. But I will do one for you, okay? Find the equivalent fraction of 36 by 48. 48 upon 36. 48 upon 36 or 36 by 48 with, in A you see numerator 9. So what we have to do here, my dear students, see here, we'll take this 36 by 48, isn't it? So we have to find out the other equivalent fraction whose numerator is 9. My dear student, you see 36 become 9. So by what number if we divide and we will get 9 here? Yes, it is. Yes. What number will divide here to become 9? It is 4. Yes. 4 9 is 36. Yes, 4 9 is 36. So same number will we have to divide here again also with 48. If we divide 48 by 4, how much to get? We get here 1 and 2. So this is the fraction that we have to write. This is the answer that 9 by 12 is the fraction having 9 as the numerator, which is equivalent with 36 by 40. Okay, next number B. Next number B is denominator 4. Okay, denominator 4. Then now for this, we will take the same number, equivalent fraction of this number originally. Then we have to find out the fraction which is equivalent with this 36 by 48, whose denominator is 4. So if we divide with some number, here we get 4. So what is number? Don't confuse. Just you take this 48 and divide. Okay, 48 and divide by 4. You will get here 1 and 2. Still 4. Yeah. So 1 4 here 8 4 2. Once again, you see here. Take this 48 and divide by 4. Okay, 4 1 is 4. Now it will come here. 4 2 is 8. This is the number. 12 is the number. 12 is the number to divide. Yes. So if you divide by 12, this number you will get 4 here, isn't it? Yes. So this same number also must be divided here with the numerator. This 12. If you divide 36 by 12, how much you will get here? 12 3. Yes. So 3 by 4 is the fraction having denominator as 4 and equivalent fraction of 36 by 4. Clear? This is the answer of question number 5. Now let's go to question number 6. My dear student, in question number 6, it is asking that say whether the given fraction are equivalent. In question A, B, C are there. So I am showing you A here. See A, 5 by 9 and 30 by 4. Are they equivalent or not? What you mean by the equivalent fraction? Equivalent fractions are the fractions which are having the same simplest form, same lowest terms. Okay, see here, first of all, let us consider about this 5 by 9. 5 by 9, you see here, 5 by 9, there are no any common number can divide this, isn't it? So, what is the simplest form? If we divide the number in the denominator, number in the denominator or number in the numerator, if we divide by a common number, common HCF, okay, means common factors, then you will get the lowest term, and that lowest term, the fraction with the lowest term is called lowest simplest form. Okay, clear? So we have to divide, but here we cannot divide by a common number, 5 and 9. So 5 and 9 is itself the simplest form, nothing to do. But the thing is that we have to check whether this 30 by 4 is also having the same simplest form. If they are having the same simplest form, 5 by 9, you have 5 by 9 by dividing a number, okay, both by common number. If you divide and you get 5 by 9, then they are given. You can see they are. So let us see. So 5 by 9 we cannot do anything because it's already the simplest form. Now 30 by 5 after 54. So we are going to find out the highest common factor. Highest common factor, how you can find out the highest common factor to divide this. Highest common factor, you know that how to find out the HCF, isn't it? Yes. HCF you see here 30 to 15, then 3, 5. Yes. This is 2 into 3 into 5. For 54. 54. Okay, for 54 you see 2, 2 the 4, yeah, 7 and 3, 9 and 3, 3. So for this 54 we have 2 into 3 into 3 into 3. Yes. 2, 7, 9, 3. Yes. So here the common are 2 and 3. So what happens? 2 and 3 are common, so it is 2, 3 is 6. So 6 is the HCF. 6 is the HCF, and take this HCF 6 and divide here. Divide by 6, divide by 6. So how much you get here? 6 10 sorry. 6 5 the 30 and 6 9 the 54. Now you get the same fraction of this 30 by 54. Okay, the lowest term of the lowest form of the 30 by 64 is also 5 by 9, which is equal to the fraction here. That means these two are equivalent. Equivalent. Okay. Since you see here, this is equal to 5 by 9 given here, isn't it? So its lowest term and 5 by 9 are same, isn't it? So their lowest term, their simplest form are same. The simplest form of 5 by 9 is 5 by 9 itself. The lowest form of 30 by 54 is also 5 by 9. So 5 by 9, it's 5 by 9 and 5 by 9 are same, isn't it? They have the same lowest form. If they have the same lowest form, then they are equivalent fraction. How you can get the lowest form is that you have to divide by the HCF of the number and fraction, isn't it? 30 and 54. HCF is 6. We find out HCF. This one. Clear? So, Roman number B and C. Check yourself whether they are equivalent or not. Clear? If they have the same lowest form, same simplest form, lowest form or simplest form, doesn't matter, it's same. If you find that in question B and C, the fractions are having the same lowest form, then they are equivalent. If not, if they don't have the same lowest form or same simplest form, if they don't have the same simplest form, then they are not equivalent. That's all. Clear? So let's go to the next question. Reduce the fraction in reduce the following fractions to simplest form. Simplest form में हम लोग कैसे करना है देखो a दिया है ओके a दिया है और दिया गिवन a दिया है b दिया है और c दिया है d दिया है e दिया है d is for you. Okay, now let's go to this question a b c of the question number 7. My best friend will look here. Here A, we got here 2, sorry, not 2, 48 by 60. Okay, 48 by 60. And now B, we have here 150, 150 by 60. And C, we have 84 by 98. Okay, so it's lowest form. Lowest form. How we can convert to lowest form? I'll just tell you, I'll explain you here. First of all, we have to find out the highest common factors of the number in fraction. Here it's 48 and 60. 48 और 60 का highest common factor को हम लोग निकालना है. Okay. If you know, instantly you carry on. If you don't know, then you can find in a process. The process is 48. Prime factor. Factorize this. Okay. 2, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2, 2, 6, and 2, 3. So these are the prime factors of 48. That means 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. So these are the prime factors of 48, isn't it? And next 60. 60 prime factors. 60 prime factors. 2, 30, 2, 15, 3, 5. Now the prime factors are 2 into 2 into 3 into 5. So what are the common here? 2 here, this one also, and this 3. These are the common. So HCF, highest common factor of this, highest common factor of 48 and 60 is 2 into 2 into 3. That means how much? 2 to the power 4 is 12. 12. So take this 12. Okay, take this 12. 12 is the common number to divide with. Divide by 12. You also divide by 12. Then you will get here how much here? 12. How much? 12? 12 for 12 for the 48. Then here we get 4. Now divide this with 5. So 4 by 5 is the equivalent fraction. I mean, sorry, is the simplest form. Is the simplest form of the equivalent fraction. Now, likewise, for this 50, 150 and 60 also, we have to find out the highest common factors. So let us find out in this way what is the HCF to divide. Okay, clear? Now 150, okay, 2, 7 to 14, 5, yes. Then 2 we cannot do, 3, yes. 3 2 is 6, 3 5 is 15, and here 5 5 is 25. So we get here this prime factors, isn't it? And then 60, 16 we have already one, isn't it? So for 150, 2 into 3 into 5 into 5, and for 60 how much is that? 2 into 3 into 3, 16, okay. 230, 215, and 35. Yes. Here is 2 once more and 25. Now see here, these are the prime factors of 150 and these are the prime factors of 60. Now what are the common here? 1, 2 is common here, this 3 is also common here, and this one also common here. Then you will take here one time, these are the common factors. For this one here, for this, another one, for this here, another one. So this we multiply. How much you get here? 2 3 are 6, 6 5 are 6 5 are 30. So 30 is the HCF. The HCF is the 30, and we take this HCF to divide here. That is, divide by 30, divide by 30 here. And how much we get here? We get here. If we divide this from 50 by 30, how much we get here? Yes, it is 5. Okay, 35 to 150, and here 32. So 5 by 2 is the simplest form of the equivalent fraction. Okay, so this is the simplest form. Now likewise, for this also 84 and 119. Okay, let us find out the HCF of these two. Two, 4, 2, 4, 2, 2, 2, 87. So the prime factors of 84 are 2 into 2 into 3 into 7. Prime factors of 84 are 2 into 2 into 3 into 7. Okay. And prime factors of 98, what are they? 2, 4, 9. Yes. Then 7 7 the 14. Yes. So the prime factors are this much only 2 into 7 into 7. That means this 2 is common and one more 7 is common. Then that means 2 into 7 only. The HCF is, so HCF is 14. Take this 14. Now you have to take this 14. Take this 14 and divide here. Okay. So what we have to do is to get the lowest term of or lowest form of this fraction, we have to divide by 14. 14 here, 14 here. What we divide by 14? Okay. If we divide by 14, how much we get here? You see, 6. We get here 6 minus 10, and here how much we get here? You see, we get here 7. 6 by 7 is the fraction. 6 by 7 is the fraction which is the lowest form of 84 by 98. Okay, 14 6 the 47 is. So this is how we find out the lowest one. Okay, clear? So when the numbers are big, we just go for the finding HCF, then divide the number and you get the lowest one. Okay. If the numbers are very simple number, I will see here 10 by 14. We know that we can divide by 2, isn't it? 2, then they are very simple. If the number are small, if the number are bigger, go for this finding the HCF. Okay. And this is the answer for question number 7. Now let's go to next question. Hello, my dear student. Next question, question number 8. In question number 8, the question I just put out here. Ramesh had 20 pencils, Salu has 50 pencils, and Jamal has 80 pencils. After 4 months, Ramesh used up 10 pencils, Salu used up 25 pencils, and Jamal used up 40 pencils. What fraction did each use up? So check if it has used up the equal fractions or not. See, 20 pencils are there, okay, of Ramesh, and it used how many pencils? Yeah, 10 pencils. Okay, used 10 pencils, and Shilu has how many pencils? Shilu has 50 pencils. Okay, 50 pencils, and she used 25. And then Jamal has 80 pencils. Jamal has 80 pencils, and he used up 40 pencils. So these are the fractions of the pencils used by each of the person out of the total they are having. So the fraction 10 used out of 20, 25 used out of 50, 40 used out of 80. So now these are the fractions of these 3 people, and we have to find out that whether they are having the equal fraction, means equivalent fraction. These fractions are equivalent or not, then we have to find out. Okay, these 3 fractions are done 10 by 20, 25 by 50, and 40 by 80. They are equivalent fraction or not. To find out the equivalent fraction, we have to change or we have to convert them into the simplest form. If the simplest form are all same, then they are equivalent fraction. Okay, clear? Means the equivalent fraction means same fraction. Then we have to say. Okay, clear? Let us see. Now, you see my dear student, if you divide this by 10, here also by 10, you will get here 1 by 2. Now, if you divide here by 25, here also by 25, then you are getting here 1 by 2 again. Now, if you divide this by 40, okay, then here also you will get 1 by 2, same amount. So all are having the same simplest form, isn't it? Simplest form. Same simplest form. That means the fractions are same. The fractions are equivalent fractions. Okay, the fractions are equivalent fraction. That means the answer is okay. Means what the answer is, what the question was asking, are the same fraction or not? Yes, they are same fractions. Yes, yes, the fraction are same, or you can say equivalent. Equivalent or same is having the same meaning. Okay, fraction. Why same fraction or equivalent fraction? Because all the simplest form are same, isn't it? So my dear friend, this is the solution of question number 8, and with this solution, I would like to tell you that question number 9 is match the following that you try yourself. Okay, clear? Match the following. Answer is given here. Try to find out the answer and match it. Okay, clear? And with this, here we come to the end of today's sessions. Okay, so we'll meet again in the next video with another exercise. Exercises to still to continue. So we'll meet again in the next video with the next exercise. Okay, till then, have a nice day all of you. Okay, thank you once again for watching me. Bye bye.